throughout the internet are calling Sydney Sweeney mid. And it's all happened thanks to some creep.
No. Red-pilled males throughout the internet are deciding that Sydney Sweeney is apparently suddenly mid this week. And it's way funnier when you actually break it down, but it's also like a very predictable pattern that they have repeated multiple times throughout history with women that they specifically have decided to build up. They were the base of their platform. And then at some point, something happens that humanizes these women to them. And then, oh no, they're real people and they're people we still can't have. And so we must tear her down now. But in case you missed it, a creepy paparazzi guy down in Florida leaked photos of Sydney Sweeney looking like a real human woman at her home. And the red pill males are upset about it. And the previous creator isn't wrong. One of my favorites so far is this guy who has been going at it for hours, tearing her down and complaining about what his future wife may or may not look like. And I gotta tell you, buddy, after looking further into your account here and really doing a decent assessment on what's going on, I don't think a future wife is something you will ever have to worry about. And isn't it wild how it's always their future wife and never their current wife? Because there's a lot of other perfectly well-adjusted men in the comment sections who clearly have girlfriends or aren't severely red-pilled, pointing out the fact that if this is the red-pilled male's response to seeing a woman's body during the, casually, then they're just letting everyone on the earth know that they've never actually seen a woman's body in real life before, not in a Sports Illustrated magazine. And sadly, this formula is actually really predictable, has happened before, and we could have seen this coming with Sydney Sweeney. Because a big part of this content is teaching these young men to reimagine women as objects again and not real people. And we've literally seen this exact script play out before with Margot Robbie a few years back. Because she's another woman who accidentally got really famous when she was in Wolf of Wall Street, which was a very exaggerated satirical film that was sold to men. It went miles above their head. But yes, in that she was supposed to be perfectly catered to the male gaze and the absolute dream woman. Intentionally unrealistic, but males ate that up and they made her their icon. Similar to what has been happening to Sydney Sweeney over the last couple of years. But then she got a huge role in the Barbie movie, a movie about feminism and deconstructing this horrible misogyny that harms both men and women, which goes directly against everything red pill content teaches these men, right? It teaches them to blame feminism and blame women and never take any accountability. Red pill 101 is literally don't look inward, blame someone else. So the moment Margot Robbie did this, she spoke up, she started to humanize herself and cater less to the male gaze. All of these males who had idolized her and put her up so high for all of these years suddenly just flipped a switch and decided, you know what, actually, we don't like her anymore. Suddenly, for some reason, she's mid. So it's no shock that another woman who had a very similar path to fame, right, very much so being catered to the male gaze, the moment for a second they see her as a real person, suddenly they don't like her anymore. I wonder if it's because these males don't actually even like women at all, but let's not take the time to unpack that today.